And we're back for the what is this then? The fourth hour
Fourth.
of this 58th and final episode of A Song of Tara. We have a battle going on out at Tara itself, but we are going to take a slight intermezzo from that before we get started on the next round, because in the meantime, what happens back in St. Stephen's Green, of course, is that Tally arrives almost on the heels of Fenna and Maddie.
That's good because Taliesin knows how to heal.
Yes, he does.
Tally,
Yeah.
come here. You need healing.
Oh, sweet Jesus. Hold on. By the way, how did Tally get here? Did he run in lupus, or did Mum drive? Was she lucid enough to drive?
She's not lucid enough to drive, but you've managed to catch a cab. I would say there are so many of them in Dublin that's not a problem.
Just a comedy moment where they're driving up to the green and then they see this massive spider wandering on the outside.
No, the spider has faded away, obviously, but yes. But you might have a comedy moment getting in there and running into one of my patented cab drivers if you want.
We'll skip that and get straight where Tally is now, where he is healing.
Nobody likes my cab drivers.
I liked your cab driver the first time around.
What is the green like when we arrive?
A mess. When you get there, it's a mess. You have wounded everywhere. There are several Guru. You can't see them. Of several of your friends who aren't present, you don't know where they are. It looks like there's been an outright battle for the green going on. There are numerous dead enemies lying around. Presumably, these are the pack or the Black Spiral Dancers that came from the septs that Black Razor used to run, and that his beta Gina brought to Dublin. It doesn't look pretty. It really doesn't look pretty.
But it looks a damn sight better than Tara does.
So I call Taliesin over.
Yes.
Yes, Tally goes over to Dean.
What is her current rage score?
Still holding Adine because we were actively looking for someone to fix her.
Yes.
Well, that's kind of necessary because she's still bleeding.
Yeah.
She broke. Fix her.
She
Tally
is. It looks like it's just a. Let's just say that you came in like the cavalry here, and you're just in time to save her life.
So, as kinfolk, she doesn't have a rage score, does she?
No,
she doesn't.
So it's difficulty 5.
Yes, difficulty is 5.
So it's actually harder to heal someone with no rage than to heal a Guru with 1 rage.
Yes.
Can I just say that is arse backwards?
Not really. It's
Nope.
the Guru are attuned to Gaia, and it's meant to be. It's a healing. It's a healing gift which was originally given to them for them.
Still arse backwards. Oh, for fuck's sake!
Want to spend a willpower point?
I would like to spend a willpower point.
Yes.
Yeah, please don't botch this.
He can't when there are 2 successes.
Exactly. There are 2 successes and 2 1s, but with a willpower
Alright, the
point.
difficulty was 5.
Yes, but with a willpower point, you actually manage to heal her, and that stops the bleeding. Most importantly, it stops the bleeding, but she's still in a bad way. She has bled out another health level, even coming here, so she's back to where she was before.
You can always try again.
She's currently at wounded.
Yeah, I'm going to roll again.
Okay.
Much better.
Not
yeah.
really.
Do you want to spend another willpower?
Yeah, because the 1 removes your 10.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake, roll 20. Work with me here.
Do you want to spend another willpower, or would you, or don't you have more? That's the thing. I mean, do you have more willpower to spend?
Well, we've only got a couple of hours left. I might as bloody
Fate?
well.
He's already used his fate roll.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine. So 2 health levels up. Fine.
Yes,
That will
that's
have to
well.
do.
That takes her up to injured.
That's
Dean?
the same as Fenna.
Dean, I
Yes.
just want you to know that I hate you and your unhealability.
Well, she's up to injured, and that is, that's stable. It's not. She's not in any danger. You've clearly managed to save the baby as well.
Well, thank God for that.
Good.
Will she be
So,
safe here?
one of the.
I don't want to leave her alone.
Let's see who comes over. Joseph comes over and nods and says, "Yes, she will be safe with us. There haven't been any more attacks for a little while, but we are. I'm pretty sure we have managed to beat them off."
Maybe. Can I also assume that Thalia wasn't able to coax his mum to come with him in the cab? Or
No,
could
no,
he?
she's there. She's there.
Good, she's there. Okay. Look after both of them.
Of
We've got to
course,
get to
of
Tara.
course.
Is the
Yes.
breach open?
Yes. Open the. He turns around and you see something on his face. There's a moment of clarity on his face, and he nods. He turns around and he looks into the back over his shoulder towards the others who are present, and he calls out and he says, "Winda, please could you come over?" And she does, and she nods and she looks at all of you, and she looks at Aideen, who is still out cold but at least now is stable, and she says, "Please bring them into the cairn. We have enough strength here to keep them safe."
Thank you.
What news?
Moonbridge, now!
Do you need help with
With
that?
what?
Do you need people to go with you?
Yes.
Good.
We
Many as you can spare.
Open the bridge. And she looks at Joseph and says, "You will hold this place with the people I leave here with you. I will take the warriors and go to Tara. They need us." And Joseph just he nods with. There's you have a clear feeling that you have just seen a significant change in power structure before your eyes.
yeah, she's out alphaed him.
Yes, she has. And she looks at you and says, "Open the bridge, and then we go and kill my father."
I assume that was directed at Marty.
Yes.
Then he shall do so.
Good. We shall have a roll from you.
Yes, let me just figure out what it is.
And we shall pop back when you've rolled, we pop back out there because, of course, while this is happening, you guys are still fighting for your life out at Tara.
Yay!
Can't we just appear there first?
No.
All right, so I need to
I-
know what the difficulty is, because it's 8 minus the level of the Right Master's Cairn. Also, if our totem is the same as the Cairn's totem, we get a bonus, but it's not.
It's
so-
not, but that means the difficulty is 5. This is a level 3 cairn, which is very high. It's the highest, as I recall, level 3. So yeah.
And I think, yeah, I'll just roll. Well, And if I fail, I'll use a willpower.
Yes. Let's see. Wow. No problem.
I do not fail.
No, you really do not fail. Okay, I will narrate that in a moment. But first, let's go back out to Tara and have another moment of awesomeness, and we will go with the Slaughterhound, which obviously is attacking Taran, because that's what they do. Because they aren't that clever, and they
Did the same scene, or did the scene change?
How do you mean?
Oh, it's the same scene.
It's the same scene.
I just needed to know because we shifted
Oh,
back
right.
and forth.
No,
and
it's
my gift is for one scene.
It's the same scene, I promise you. Don't worry about it. You will have this for the remainder of this fight.
Okay.
Or the remainder of this battle, I should say.
Mm.
All right. Wow. One success. Brilliant. You want to soak?
Good Fuji.
Yeah. It'll try to. Okay, go ahead. Soak. That's actually not half bad. It's 4 points of damage. Yay. I'm not even gonna bother. Taran.
But I did roll a perfect 100.
Shh. Shush.
She should get a bonus for that.
Shush. Taran, what do you want to do with it? You wanted to kill the Black Spiral Dancer, right?
Yeah, fuck the dog. It's just annoying right now. It's like one of those little yippy dogs you have jumping around you. You just ignore.
Yep. Oh, go ahead, roll.
Two.
That's
4. But yeah.
4?
It's too bad it's not a bite.
Yeah, exactly. It's 4 because it's tens. So
Really too bad it's not a bite.
yes, that would have been nice, but it's not. So 4 successes, and he's not doing anything. So yeah, do your damage thing. Wow. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes on Soak. Let's see what you can do.
Yeah, I've forgotten it was. So it's 3 to my thingy.
Yes. Plus 3, plus 2 for the claws, plus your strength.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's sad. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not really bothered by that.
No.
And Liam, you want to finish the asshole in front of you, I think.
That's yeah, I would like to at least.
Yeah.
And that is
At least
7
try.
successes.
Oh my god, yes. Do damage, please.
So that is strength plus 2, which is 7 plus 6. That's 13.
Yeah. That's gonna hurt.
What about? Do you not get what? Is that right? I mean, then you get more for your Krenos bonus.
Yeah, you get plus 4 for Krenos, and
Oh, that's right.
roll extra.
So
So that's 9
I was about to say it would be odd if he only had 5 strength in Krenos. That would be.
Yeah, that would be
like,
bad.
plus 9 plus 2. That's 11 plus 6. That's 13. So or 17. Sorry.
Roll
So
4
that's
more.
an additional 4.
Just roll the extra 4.
D10 is the.
All
That's
right.
additional
Better.
2.
Good. So
That's
what?
a lot of tens.
Yes, and it's with the clave, obviously. So what you
Yes.
guys see is that he's still engaged with this lone warrior, and in your mind, what is happening is you're fighting this one leering Milesian warrior who then, you basically you reach out, you manage to grab a hold of his head or his hair, and yank his head back. Powerful, hard yank, which bears his throat, and then down comes the clave, and you are left, with holding his head aloft, roaring in triumph, and the rest of him just slumps to the ground. That is a very, very impressive kill for everybody who sees it. Every other guru who sees it, every one of the Fae still fighting, who sees this, take heart from that, because that is a real that's a very, very, very powerful kill. And yes, that's metal. Definitely, that's metal.
By the way, silver is a metal, so
Well,
there should be-
true, yes.
It's a very soft metal.
It's still a metal.
It's still a metal, and
Oh,
it's not as
anyway.
soft as gold. The so you finish
Slaughter
him
Hound
off.
won.
That's just not right. He's just gone.
If you want a really heavy metal, go tungsten.
Yes, that's true. Okay, so it's the Slaughterhound on Liam. Well, gives it its best bite. Yeah, 1 success. I'm guessing you're just gonna soak that.
I'll try at least.
Isn't its difficulty for biting also 5?
No.
I was not the
Standardized
One success.
difficulties.
Okay.
1 success.
Yes.
That soaks then.
That soaks.
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Because, damn.
Will you stop complaining about it? This is what we want to happen.
Yes, but
Not you don't.
let's
You
see.
want us all to die so you can have your grim ending.
Actually, no. Let me see. I have 3 successes on the damage. 10, 6, and 8.
Oh yeah, so it's actually true.
So you take 1 point of damage.
2 points. No, sorry, one.
One.
Yeah.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Still, that's okay. And then it is. That was that one. Then it's the second Black Spiral Dancer. The first one is so unbelievably dead. And the second one is using a gift.
Gift.
Let me see. Yes. I need to roll. Come on. Sorry, this is just gonna take 1 second because I just I had a brain fart there, basically. All the gas went out of all the air went out of the balloon. Here we go. Yes. There we go.
Oh god.
Yes. All right. And I roll. Okay, that's not going to be the world's most impressive roll, to be honest, but at least it's him trying to do something.
A for effort.
Well, right now that is pretty much all he can, all he can do is at least, yeah, A for effort. A for effort. So let's see. Plus. So it's there we go. Oh, that's not too horrible actually. So let's see what that does more specifically. All who hear in the howl must roll. You must roll a willpower roll. And it's difficulty 6 because normally it's difficulty 8, but you are either a Fina or an ally of the Fina.
Like that?
That's fine. You manage. He howls. It's a gift called the Howl of the Banshee, which forces you to flee unless you succeed on a roll like this. So you don't have to flee, and Liam doesn't even have to roll because he doesn't hear it.
Oh, he's somewhere else
Basically,
entirely.
he howls, and all that happens is the steel fur just raises on it because, ew.
Yeah, exactly.
Just imagine
She
this poor,
floofs up, so she
Just
looks like a porcupine.
this poor black spider dodger just looking at this and just
All
saying,
right.
"Why won't you just fucking die?"
Exactly. Well, Liam and Taryn have some rage to spend. So, Liam, what do you want to do?
I'm going to attack.
The Hound?
Yeah,
Yeah, just
The
get rid
Hound.
of it.
bothering me.
Yeah. Annoying little pest. Yeah. And Taryn, what do you want to do with yours?
He just howled at me, the
Yeah.
rude bastard.
Yes. So you want to kill
I'm
him?
gonna get snappish with him.
Okay. So you're gonna try and kill him. Okay, fine. Okay, Tarrant, you first. You try to kill the git.
And I said snappish because I'm biting after him.
Yeah. Ich bin snappy, ein kleines
Whoa!
Krokodil.
That's 9.
Yes. That's all successes.
That's a lot of successes indeed.
That's 9
Yeah, I
if the
think-
nimble thing still counts.
It does.
9.
9 successes. I think this guy is in serious trouble.
Oh,
I'm just guessing.
He howls.
Yeah.
She shudders and snaps at him. She's what you'd consider Bilsk.
Yeah.
See damage.
You get 1 extra die for biting, right?
Yes. No, that's only in. That's only
Hispo.
in
In Hispo.
Hispo.
So that's only in Hispo.
Yeah.
So it's only strength
Yes.
and
Successes.
Strength
successes.
successes, yes, but that's a
I
lot of
just
successes.
had to be sure.
Yeah.
So 15, right?
Yes, lots and lots of successes here. Please, so we can finish this guy off because I have the way of doing.
Whoa.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, let me just see if he can't soak it. Just on the very, very.
Oh, okay.
No, he can't. He can sew 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. All right. What happened? And he's already spent his rage heal, so he leans back his head to howl because he wants to scare you off. It does sound absolutely terrifying and horrible, and all the fur on you stand on end, which is really it looks really silly because it's all metal right now. And Taryn's reaction is just to narrow her eyes and think, "Shut up." And then she lunges at him, knocks him to the ground, and she rips his throat out with her teeth. You have blood running down your front. He is gurgling in the on the ground, twitching, and you stand up and just spit the remnants of his larynx and his Adam's apple onto the ground next to him. Yeah, again with this. Be quiet.
It's just amazing how obvious it is on her anyway, because the steel is pretty
Yeah.
light colored because
Yes.
she was already very blonde.
Yes, so it's very
So
obvious.
now her front is just red.
Red, yes, exactly. And yes, Liam, I dig the carnage as well. That's why I do it this way.
So
It is a game for
the entire
carnage.
bottom of her mouth and probably most of her face covered in blood. Her arms and arm.
Yeah.
Har.
Hardy
And
har.
front
Yes.
covered.
Liam, do you want to do something cruel to this once upon a time hound?
Yes,
Go ahead.
I would very much like to.
Okay,
Four
that's 4
successes.
successes. Yes, indeed.
Yes. So that's an
It's-
additional 3. Oh, I forget my math.
It's 3 plus.
5,
Your math.
9, 11, 14.
Ouch. Exactly. Shulin was a friend to all hounds. He was the Hound of Ulster. That's literally what the name means.
7.
7. Yeah. Ouch. And it can't soak it because it's
Nope.
aggravated on a clave. It's silver. So, yeah. You literally this hound leaps up and it bites you, and obviously that does smart a bit because you took a health level of damage, so it hurts. And the response is for you to tear the hound off you, and with your hand holding the dog by the muscle, literally your enormous paw clamped around the head of this Fomori dog, this monstrous creature. You tear it in one direction, and the clave comes the other way.
Cool.
You're now holding half a dog.
I throw that half at the other dog.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's obviously the one you were standing with it's an ex-dog.
Yeah, yep.
It's half a dog.
And, yeah.
Is
Then
Liam's
you have
second
another...
rage?
You have another rage action, Liam, and you
Yes.
have no more enemies in front of you except for this enormous Milesian warrior.
Well, guess who Liam's going after that?
Yes. And I have to ask you, what weapon are you planning on using?
The spear.
The spear. All right. Just wanted to be sure. And I need... Yes, okay, here's the thing. The second hound there doesn't really stand the faintest snifter of a chance on its own against Terran. It's completely powerless. So that thing is you can dispatch of it or you can let it run, whatever you want to do, but it's dead. It
Basically, she's not even looking at it.
no, it
There
realizes,
are bigger fish to fry, and we can always take the small ones afterwards.
yeah. So what
And
happens?
in her opinion, at least, that's no threat at all. It didn't
No.
even scratch her paint job.
No. So here's okay. I'm gonna have a fairly complicated narration now, if you don't mind, guys.
Sure.
Okay, so here's what happens. That back in the back in the sept in the green, Mahdi has performed the most perfect writing of the open moon bridge that he has ever. I mean, it's done picture perfect. This is, you know, the way that all the explanations of all the old Thurges would say this is exactly how it has to be done, and it never actually works exactly like that, but it does in this case. And this silvery path opens up, and along this path comes running Winda and Winda and Eric and Dimitri and Janet specifically. Let me see, is there anyone else? Yes, Matthew comes along as well. They rush after you guys as you go over this bridge. I'm guessing both of you go with them.
Yes.
Both?
Wait, both? Three. Yeah, three.
Well, three, yes. All three of you go with them, obviously, yes.
We should do, yes.
Well, I meant both of you because Mahdi kind of has to hold the bridge until everybody else is across it, and then he can cross it.
Yeah. Fine.
But, so Mahdi will bring up the rear in this case. He has to.
Yes.
But then, what you guys all rush past this and end up, you come out literally around the stone in and I'll just bring you guys back over to the picture we have of Tara here, and you guys appear quite literally there at the stone, at the King's Stone.
And where's...
Nice.
And you guys see the fighting down towards the bottom of the picture. You see the fighting and the bloodshed, and it's carnage down there. So if you go down in that direction, basically, that's where you see it. And it's you see dead people everywhere, friends and enemies and people you've never seen before. You see the same dead people there that I described last time around, but what you also see, literally right as you come out of there, you guys step out of this thing, and right around that time, you hear Eric going, after you hear something along the lines of yip 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 yip, and then Eric going, no. as he pulls.
Oh, it was the dog that ran off.
Yes, he pulls the head off the dog that ran off and then bumped into him.
If they follow its pee all the way back, they'll see Taryn running after Liam.
Yes, but what happens there is that Liam has already broken into a run towards this enemy figure, this massive hulking beast. And I'm going to ask you for 2 rolls, Heine.
Mm-hmm.
First, could you give me a Dex plus... no, actually. Let me get a Strength plus Athletics.
9 plus 4, that's... okay. Oh. 4 successes.
4 successes.
Oh,
Thank
3
you.
successes.
Thank you.
Because there's a 1.
Oh dear.
And then I'll just make a roll of my own. Just give me a second here. And I need... And here we go. Oh, that's not terribly fantastic. Okay. And...
2?
No, but I'll explain in a moment. And then could you also give me a... let me see, what is that? That would be Dex plus melee, please.
It's a good thing he already trained with a melee weapon.
Oh my god!
Wow.
Once
Please tell me
again,
you have a dex specialty that can help here.
I only have lightning reflexes.
That's fine, it works in this case, and I'll explain to you why in a
Fuck
second. Okay,
Okay.
give me a damage roll on the spear.
And it works as a clave, yes?
It works as a clave, yes.
So it's 9 from your roll.
Actually, no, not on this enemy. It works as a grand clave on this enemy. On
Oh.
this specific enemy.
yes, because
Grand
it's
clave.
exactly who we think it is.
Exactly this. So,
I'm not seeing a grand clave anywhere. What's the...
let me see. It's under fetishes, obviously.
Oh, grand clave, there it is.
Yes.
Difficulty to attack with grand clave is 7, and it inflicts strength plus 5 damage.
If the difficulty is 7, you have 10 successes.
9 plus strength
Yeah.
plus...
Yes.
So it's 9 plus his strength plus 5.
So strength plus 14.
Yes. Strength plus 14.
Remember to include your
Krynos.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
strength
wait.
is 9 for Krynos.
So it's 23 points. Or 23.
Youch!
The fuck.
This, of all the times you could have made that roll, Heine, of all the times you could have made that roll,
I see 15.
you may very well have made... I don't care how the rolls have been tonight, that is perfect. So, here's
It's-
what...
15.
No, it's 12 because it's difficulty 7.
Not on
not-
damage.
That was
the
to hit, that's to...
Oh,
this
fine.
is
Okay,
just
so, well, then
15...
it is 15 successes. Just one shot, the fucker.
What happens is this: you guys all step out of the out of the moon bridge and immediately charge. I mean, there's no question. People don't wait for orders here. Everybody realizes this is it. So everybody
bad.
attacks. Everybody charges.
Good work.
Everybody goes directly for the nearest enemy to kill them. And it's necessary because while the fighting has been going on, there have been more deaths. Obviously, Owen has died, and he's not the only one. The Fae are very badly pressed because they're facing something this banal. It's really touch and go. So Winda and Eric and a couple of others go directly to help them. Because it looks like that flank might collapse any second, basically. But you are still up a little bit higher where you are. So what you see is down below this solitary figure coming towards Liam, And Taryn is just maybe 10 or 15 meters further back, but that's it. You know, she's pretty close by. But she's literally just finished off a fight. And Liam has just continued walking towards this thing. But then Liam is breaking into a run. So is his enemy. They go... It looks like they're just going to collide head on. Until Liam jumps up. And... He jumps up on there's a rock, just a rock on the grass, basically sticking out of the ground. He hops up with one leg on that, leaps into the air. As he leaps into the air, he does the perfect salmon leap, twitching his body at just the right time. You guys in the meantime see his enemy on the ground, pulling out a spear, a long, very, very wickedly barbed spear, that he draws his arm back, throws it towards Liam, but misses. It flies past him because just at the right second, Liam twitches, and like a salmon doing that kick with its tail while it's mid-leap. And the spear flies right under his back. And as Liam comes down, you see that he's holding a spear of his own. And he literally, this spear comes down right over the breastbone of the enemy in front of him, goes directly through him, pins him to the ground. He's still standing. Kenneth McAlpin is still on his feet, but he coughs, blood sprays from his lips. He can't fall because the spear is keeping him standing. His spine is severed. Both his lungs are pierced. His arms try in vain to flail and try to reach for Liam, who just reaches out unceremoniously and just grabs with one hand behind McAlpin's neck and one on his muscle, and then he just twists his head. And you all hear it. There's this sound. It sounds like a thunder crack. Everyone on the battlefield hears it as this sound of when McAlpin's neck snaps, and he comes to rest. He's left standing there like a scarecrow.
Well, Taryn's going to make note of this by howling in victory.
I think what Liam would do, because this plays to one of my merits, true love, is that instead of howling, he'll shout the name of his true love, which is obviously Aideen.
Aideen, yes.
Aww.
Yes.
And the
Good thing we didn't let her die.
Yes.
Yeah.
and and basically what happens with this it isn't almost, with this superhuman effort on Liam's part. It doesn't take more than a few moments before the enemy starts to realize what has just happened. The Banes, the actual manifested Banes, almost immediately start to vanish into thin air. They just dissipate, and the enemy ranks begin to crumble within 2 minutes of this having happened. They are in absolute rout. They're in full flight, and they're getting slaughtered. It is an actual butchery. With the reinforcements that you guys just brought, somebody's going to have to talk to the Garda, because there's going to be a lot of blood to wipe up around Tara for a while.
You know,
That's going to be so weird.
Party is just that bad.
Strangest thing, the skies opened up and it just started raining blood.
That is going to be so weird. Going like, oh right, mundane issues. I'd forgotten we had those.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thing,
It's just
however,
like,
is
oh, we just won. Why is everyone in a panic?
it takes a
You know,
little.
they're not used to blood everywhere.
It takes
right.
it takes a moment before once everything is over, everything is the fighting is over. People are standing there looking dazed by what has just happened. The survivors, those that are there, are looking completely dazed is the word, really. It looks like the punch drunk, most of them. They are people start looking around to see who's still left standing. There is, at this point, because it's Ireland and this happens, there's a thunder crack and the skies open and it begins to rain heavily. It's not an unpleasant feeling for any of you. Everybody is tired.
Yeah.
Everybody is tired and hot and sweaty. Quite frankly, getting cooled down a little
Okay.
is not bad.
Okay, I'm done. I've added in another verse to cover that now.
And
You said I couldn't do it.
I love that. And everybody looks around, as I said, at each other and tries. People have very quickly. People start to try to gather up the dead. Owen's remains are gathered up, such as as it's possible. Somebody's carrying that back towards the stone, where all the other dead are lying. Basically, the Mirren and her, the dead she, are up here. Let me see if I can just mark it. There, all the she are placed up here. The Fae, you can see the pinging.
Yeah.
Right? Good.
I don't see anything.
Oh,
Robot.
Yep, you went robot.
Okay.
Let's see if you.
Is the robot cured?
Yes.
No,
Yes.
Yep, the robot is cured, but yes, the Fae are the dead of the Fae are all placed up here. So you should see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dead Guru, are placed here, down here in the smaller of the two circles. And everybody is just again walking around more or less in a complete state of agonized daze. There are many wounded, obviously.
Yeah, Taryn is helping to tend to the wounded.
Yeah.
She both has medicine and can heal if they're like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Yeah. And they and after a little while, maybe 15 minutes or so, where everybody is still on edge to make sure that nobody is coming back, that there isn't a second assault wave coming, and so on, and people are slowly coming around to the idea that this is it, we did it, we did it, we survived, we're still alive. Then at one point, Barden, who is still alive, although he's limping very, very badly, and he looks at it looks like he's going to get a battle scar. Basically, that's the point.
Yeah.
And he hobbles over towards the dead and kneels down next to where Ross is lying, and basically just brushes the man's hair out of the dead man's hair out of his face, and closes his own eyes and says, "We did it, but for what? Look at what we have left."
Yeah, who do we have left?
Is this victory? It doesn't feel like it, he says. There's him, there's Siobhan, There's Mary. Still standing. Liffey is nowhere to be seen at first, but she is found later on, and she is alive. But yeah, we're talking more battle scars there.
How? She was basically she'd had her stomach ripped out last time we heard from her.
Yes, indeed. There are also Thurges here.
She's a survivor.
She is definitely a survivor.
Dear God! All right.
But there's no question that well, she's not going to live a very good life from here on anyway, and she does seem to plead with Mary, who brings her back, to please put an end to it because it hurts too bad.
She is invoking the right of the Winter Wolf.
Yes, she does.
She's trying to do so without words.
Yes, which is not easy. And Mary is just, she's her jaw is clenched, her eyes are brimming with tears, and she's just like, nope, we've lost enough, we're going to fix this. And other than that, there's a couple of people that you haven't seen before. There's one of the wolves is still alive. This guy.
Of course.
Oh,
is still alive.
but his brother is dead.
Yes, his brother is dead.
Oh.
This girl is still alive, Cersei. And that's it. Everyone else is dead. Those are it.
Half a dozen people. Jeez.
Yeah, those are it. That's what's left of the second battle of Tara, apart from you guys. And they all. Siobhan looks at Barden and says, "It's not in our nature to give up, Barden. I don't think Ross would have wanted us to. There are other Fina out there in the world. We will put out the call, and they will come here, and they will help us rebuild and defend Tara, as we always have done." And sorry, you sound like you're about to say something.
When they hear what we have done, what you have done, in the face of enemies beyond number, in the blackest hour of the entire Fina tribe, you pulled through. You still won. The day dawns. You've won. It may not feel like that. Everyone we cared for is gone. But we won this for them. To fight on. To show them that we have won victory from the jaws of an enemy invincible until now.
It does feel like an end, doesn't it? She says it does feel like something significant has ended. Not just the battle, but I don't think it's the first time this battle has been fought. In fact, I'm sure it isn't. We need a new ruler with Ross dead. And everybody turns and looks at her. All the survivors turn and look at her because obviously with her being second in command. And she stands there for a long moment. And she puts her hand on the King's Stone. And then she says, "No. No. I'm of the old guard. Sometimes things have to change. Kat taught me that. I can't believe I'm saying so, but Kat showed me that from time to time we cannot keep doing things the way we've always done them. Because if we do, we risk losing everything for nothing. And we cannot keep doing that. It is not my time to rule. It may be one day. I don't know. But until then, she says, I will remain the loyal beta, the loyal Tanaishta of the rightful RE of the Fina. And she turns around and she looks at Liam and she goes down on one knee and she says, it's up to you now.
Taryn smiles crookedly. That's pretty fitting for the ancestor of Kukulin. Good Chulin, isn't it?
And Tally, feeling the moment's right, and forgive me if this steals any more of Liam's thunder, but he steps forward and says, let all who fought on this blood-soaked hill see and know. Here, Liam Kavanagh, killer of Banes, heir to Kushulan, RE of the Fina, stands tall.
How does Liam react?
So Liam, at some point before this, took back the spear he used to kill
Kenneth
McAlpin.
Yeah.
And he puts a hand on Taliesin's shoulder and walks somewhat weary up to the Kingstone, and just plants the spear near it, and he looks at everyone gathered there, and he nods and says, it will be my profound honor to serve in any way you think I can serve. And if that is as your king, then that is what I will do.
And one by one, every Fina there goes down on his or her knee.
Finna, on the other hand, goes, long live the king!
I just have this nagging feeling that the Fina that really hated Liam is going to have an issue with this.
The Fina
You know what?
didn't like...
Fuck them.
Yeah, it's just like, we don't like him. Well, he's your fucking RE now. Fuck.
Piss.
Shite. Bollocks.
Yes.
Arse.
Arse, indeed. Fucking hell.
And I think as Fenna says what she says, he grins, because that's just Fenna being Fenna.
Yeah, it is.
He loves her for it, and then he bellows, "For Ireland!"
And of course, it's met and reciprocated, and yeah, the point, of course, being that at this time, as the waters come down in buckets, and it's raining very heavily, and it's washing away the remnants of the remains of the blood and the dirt and the soil and the muck and everything from those who are still standing. It begins to feel like a victory for those who are there, but everybody is tired. And at one point, the one of the she, not the same one, because incidentally he fell, but another one comes up to Liam and says, "We must take our leave. We have bled and suffered as you have. And if anything, the pact between the Fina and the Tuatha De Danann remains as strong as ever and has been renewed. But we must leave and recover our strength.
To this, Liam just nods and says, "We thank you."
And you. This place is sacred to us all. We will make sure to send the appropriate ambassador to, and he says, and he looks like he's about he's so tired he looks like he's about to fall over on, and sleep on the ground right there. He says, we will send the appropriate ambassador to entreat with your majesty as soon as we have dealt with our own matters of succession. Mirren had children. It now remains to see which one of them will claim her throne. I bid you farewell, and hopefully we shall meet again.
And farewell to you, friend.
He bows very, very deeply and very respectfully, and he and the remaining Fae leave.
I think Liam at this point sits down on the ground and leans his back against the kingstone. He's also exhausted.
Can't really blame him.
No.
Really can't blame him. But yes, the
Taryn
basically
pops down beside him.
yeah.
And since she has a magical telephone, she will just write whoever's still left in the cairn and says it's over.
Yep. You get. Let's see who picks up the phone or who sends you a message back from the other side. You get
I got
one.
friends on the other side.
Ha ha ha. You get a message back from Cesar, who says,
That's impressive.
Indeed.
well, it's his phone anyway.
Yeah, I mean, did? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Unless he got a phone with a braille keyboard on it.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Ah.
It's one of those with extra large keys on it, and it's in Braille.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's he can get it to say what the message that comes through is. It's pretty cool, actually. I've seen somebody with a phone like that once. It's pretty cool.
And there are some kind of thingies on it so he can see what he presses back.
Yes. So the he sends a message back saying you say it's over. Is it good or bad? You might want to get back here if you can.
We won.
Good.
On my way. And then she tiredly gets up.
Yes.
We're needed back in Raven's Eye.
Okay.
Taryn,
Yeah.
thank you for today.
Taryn blinks a little confused.
I'll fight beside you every day.
Oh, there's no need to thank for that, Liam. I always stand with my friends.
Good.
Seeing you the new Irie, I guess you should stay here.
I probably should. Yeah.
Liam,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you probably need to hear this. Aideen is safe.
I think Baby Dean is also safe.
Baby Dean.
That's a cute
adorable.
that's a
That's
cute
adorable.
name. Baby Dean.
This actually gets a chuckle from Liam.
Oh, please let it be a boy so he can be called Dean.
Yes. I'd like to break the beauty of the moment by pointing out time.
Yes.
Yes, we have another break coming up. And, well, please stay with us. There is a bit more A Song of Tara to be told before this is all over, so we will be right back.